Roman Reigns. It's easy to appreciate the accomplishments. The burden is doing it again. Roman Reigns discusses the challenges of trying to live up to his historic accomplishments. Roman Reigns was the first champion in the history of WWE to enter 4 consecutive WrestleMania events as champion in one reign. For nearly 1,400 days, Roman Reigns was the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Along the way, he helped elevate Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn to main event status in WWE. He allowed for Paul Heyman, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and other legends to tell new stories in their careers, and truly became the poster child for an entire era of WWE. Speaking about his accomplishments on the SI Media podcast, Roman Reigns said that enjoying his accomplishments and reflecting on his past is easy enough. The challenge is trying to outdo himself. That's the easy part, appreciating it. We were able to just chapter it off. Anytime you do good work, it's important to appreciate the hard work that you put in. This is a subjective matter, so it does take the opinions of people to kind of buff this feeling. It was received very well, and the objective part is the business behind it. Yes, it was easy to celebrate that and enjoy it, even to this day, to be able to look at it fondly and think, yeah man, that was awesome. The burden is, how do we do it again? How do you make the sequel better or the trilogy? How do you continue to do it? I'm not ready to stop at this point. Paul Heyman, before returning to WWE TV, spoke about the challenges Roman Reigns would have to face coming off his championship loss at WWE WrestleMania XL. Read his comments here. Roman Reigns, who had been at the top of WWE for years, did say that he was starting to flounder before starting his new character. Read his comments on his 2019 run here. Roman Reigns has specific WWE goal in mind. Roman Reigns knows what he wants to accomplish in his WWE future. The OG Bloodline was victorious at WWE Survivor Series. WarGames, even though Roman Reigns had some tense moments with tag team partner CM Punk in the match. Reigns was joined on the team by his cousins the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Punk. CM Punk being on the team with Reigns was not Roman's call, but it was a move made by the wise man Paul Heyman. Punk made it clear to Heyman before and after the match that he owes Punk a favor because of Punk teaming with the OG Bloodline. At the post-Survivor Series press conference, Punk refused to answer a question when he was asked about Reigns. Roman Reigns wants WWE gold again. While speaking to SI Media podcast before Survivor Series, Roman Reigns spoke about his WWE goals while making it clear he wanted to be WWE Champion again. A lot of work to be done, a lot of money to be made. Hopefully we stay healthy. There's so many things. At this point, getting the big title back is important. We're in the middle of sorting out the Ula Fala, sorting out the family business. That is far more personal, and at times I wish we could have been able to handle this at the dinner table, breaking bread, the easier and older way. We've done it this way. At the end of the day, we can't take our eye off the ball. Cody is the man right now, and nobody in my bloodline likes that. Nobody wants that. Jey seems to be friends with everybody these days. At the end of the day, we want the power, we want that stroke, we want the juice. We want to be prominent. We want to be positioned at the tippy top. The last WWE Championship reign that Roman Reigns had saw him hold the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for an incredible 1,316 days. Reigns also merged the WWE Championship with the WWE Universal Championship during his title reign. During a recent appearance on the SI Media podcast, WWE superstar Roman Reigns discussed the challenges of surpassing himself at this stage of his career. You can check out some highlights from the podcast below on appreciating his accomplishments. That's the easy part, appreciating it. We were able to just chapter it off. Anytime you do good work, it's important to appreciate the hard work that you put in. This is a subjective matter, so it does take the opinions of people to kind of buff this feeling. It was received very well, and the objective part is the business behind it. Yes, it was easy to celebrate that and enjoy it, even to this day, to be able to look at it fondly and think, yeah man, that was awesome, on the challenge of outdoing himself. The burden is, how do we do it again? How do you make the sequel better or the trilogy? How do you continue to do it? I'm not ready to stop at this point. Roman Reigns opens up about his WWE career ahead of Netflix debut. WWE SmackDown, also called The Island of Relevancy by Roman Reigns and his family, has always been home to the Bloodline. While it is unclear whether they get drafted as a whole or will be split apart in January, the bottom line is that the company's product will be streaming live on Netflix. That much is a given. Ahead of such a significant change, the original Tribal Chief opened up about this stage of his WWE career. Reigns has been at the top of the mountain since the start of this decade. Today, he is arguably the most recognized WWE superstar and can take a lot of credit for the boom in professional wrestling. During his recent interview with Sports Illustrated's Jimmy Trina, Roman Reigns stated that the easiest thing is to appreciate all that has been done thus far. He continued to talk about the burden that has been bestowed upon him on account of all his success. Reigns stated that he's always trying to improve, before asserting that his run is far from over. But the burden is, how do we do it again? How do we complement it? How do you make the sequel better, or the trilogy? How do you continue to do it? Because I'm not ready to stop at this point. In the same interview, the OTC claimed that nobody wants Cody Rhodes with the WWE title. It seems inevitable that the two rivals will meet again at some point after the products move to Netflix. They already have two blockbuster WrestleMania main events behind them. Roman Reigns is affirmative about potential match versus The Rock. Further into the conversation, Roman Reigns delved into the topic of facing Dwayne Johnson, who goes by the final boss name in 2024. Johnson's inclusion in the last WrestleMania, where he tagged alongside the OTC against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, was a huge success for WWE. But evidently, that was not the original route, at least as presented on screen. WWE Creative was seemingly building toward the first-time ever match between the original Tribal Chief and The Rock, which has the potential to become the biggest box office draw for the company. So, if that's what the people want and the People's Champ is down, I'm sure we can make something happen, Roman Reigns said regarding the high-profile showdown. Meanwhile, on SmackDown this past Friday, Solo Sikoa attacked LA Knight and Andrade, unprovoked. He then declared that he is still the Bloodline's Tribal Chief, despite a roadblock at Survivor Series, WarGames, where Sikoa's crew fell to the OTC and company. Top WWE star, the OTC, Roman Reigns appeared on the SI Media podcast, where he discussed a number of topics, including how getting back the undisputed WWE title that he lost at WrestleMania 40 is one of his main goals in the coming year. Reigns said, "A lot of work to be done, a lot of money to be made. Hopefully we stay healthy. There's so many things. At this point, getting the big title back is high."